Eldoret town has been making doormats and he started training people on about his skills. Now, George Njenga makes the mats in a record of 5 minutes, and many are now following him to learn this art. Calvin Chitwa caught up with him and filed this report.
His greatest tool of trade is a sewing needle, a tool that has not only changed his life, but also the lives of many residents who are now availing themselves in numbers on a daily basis to learn the skill. It's not only the beauty of the mats he has been sewing manually that attracts many, but also how fast he finishes a single mat, a record 5 minutes. Stitch after stitch, John Njenga skillfully goes about his work, attracting curious passers-by. Residents have been flocking his work premises one after another for weeks now in order to be trained. But what does he require to come up with the mat?
Tunatumia gharama kidogo sana. Kama gunia ni shilingi tunatumia kwa shilingi 25. Uzi ambaye tunatumia uzi ambaye ni Robin. Robin hii tunanunua shilingi 50. Na kwa hiyo gunia 25 kg natumia uzi 5. Kwa hiyo uzi 5 ndio inaweza kutoa mat ambaye hata ukua kwa umbali unaona ni kitu smart.
The father of 4 has not allowed his disability derail his development.
Niko na familia na wanakula kupitia kwa hiyo mat. Wenye wako kidato cha high school, saizi wako nyumbani pia nao ni muafusa wanafanya nyumbani.
He says he acquired this skill from a trainer who only taught him for 5 minutes. The only thing that Njenga requires from you in order to share this skill with you is only one of these sewing needle that only goes for 300 shillings.
Ile kitu ambaye nahitaji ni ukusia shindano ambaye unaenda kutumia kushonea mat. Hii shindano na kusia kutumia kwa nini ambaye unatumia kushonea hiyo gunia ambaye ni mat. Na hii shindano tunauza kwa shilingi 300.
Njenga has trained and continues to do so for many who intend to venture into self-employment, including others living with disabilities like Margaret Waithera.
Nikaanza kushona, kuna mama mwingine anakaa Bungoma, akanipa order na nikashona na nikatuma. Sasa tunaendelea hivyo.
His trainer Adam Alima says for just 10 minutes he can train you.
Hija basi wanaweza kujipatia sindano, lakini pia watafundishwa bure kabisa wala hachaji.
Calvin Chitwa, TV47, Uasin Gishu County.
Thank you so much, Calvin, for that story. It's a story about a man, George Njenga, who's training people on how to make mats, doormats. That's what he does. And you know what's really inspiring about this Zainab and Mudhoka is that he's giving a helping hand to the less fortunate to show them how you can also make a living, you know, from this skill. What do you think about it, Mudhoka and Zainab?
You know, it's not about just giving a man the fish. You're giving him the rod and everything. You show them now how do you fish, because we are not always in positions to help, but I think we have other ways to make sure that help remains constant. And I think having not only a mat, but a very beautiful mat in 5 minutes is quite fascinating, Zainab.
Yeah, true. And just like you said, you give someone fish, they'll come back tomorrow and they'll be like, kindly give me more fish. But once you teach them, then they will be able to go and fish the fish themselves, you know, fish out the fish, yeah. And
you know, interestingly, the man with the disability is able to do that and is able even to provide for his family. I think I heard him say he has 4 children who definitely depend on that.
Right.
And he's making quite tremendous moves, and the people, you know, around are quite supportive, I must say.
Very amazing story there by Calvin Chitwa. Thank you so much, Calvin, for that story. Thank you so much, Zainab. And